Hey there team, I swear I will not make a habit of these initial recordings. Just super quick, this recording is going to be a bit strange. I went through it once before, but something screwed up with the file somehow, and it wasn't the battle that I played, and it didn't actually give us an ending screen. So there is a point that I realised that, and there's a point that I attach the next one onto it, but there will be a period of time where things are a bit funky, but just power through. And then we link back on to what really happened. So you do get a bit of my reaction of just like, what the hell is going on, boys? But yeah, so if you're into that. Anyway, thanks guys, and see you, enjoy the battle. Hey there team, welcome back to another siege. Oh gosh, we are stuck in the middle of nowhere. Oh, of course, because I deployed up there. Ah, that's a shame. Usually I like to do the whole sort of cinematic leaning out thing at the start of a blooming recording, but nope, that's not allowing it. Oh god, are we about to crash? Nope, we're not. Let's just go away. Oh, jeepers. Oh, thank god. Yeah, I guess it was just because I grabbed everything and just wanted to spawn away from this. Well, yeah, you're just stuck there. Prison. Anyway, let's start with my ally here first. We've got Derek here. He is the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. So he's got his Black Orcs, the Mountains, double, and then Spears, Uruk Coast, and then some more Uruk Coast. Jeepers sake, this is 57,000 frames. Should probably grab a beer or something. This is going to be a while. Behind him, though, is more crossbows, and archers, fearmongers there, halberdiers, catapult, infantry, halberdiers again, and more halberdiers. Then archers, goblin archers pushing the ram. What is this? Crossbowmen there, and snow trolls, and snow trolls with a single ladder. Jeepers sake, boys. Is this that could be a funny little picture, I don't know. We'll see. Just never really seen snow trolls, because that's the really painful thing, because since they spawned with that ladder, that's just a singular ladder. It's just oh, that's so sad. Oh dear. Oh well, you still got one ladder. Ah, armored up goblin infantry, cool. Last ally over here is Lothlorien. Let's go for that. And he's playing as Angmar, so he's got his Witchers there. Then Angmar Halberds. And then there's something hidden here: Snaga Archers, Pikes, Halberds, Pikes. Sorry, Guardians of Carndom, Pike, Guardian, and more Guardians. Bashy boys here in the form of the Trolls of Gundabad and some Snaga Stalkers, more Guardians of Carndom, and Goblin Band. Got Snaga Stalkers again, and more Goblin Band and such. Anyway, hopefully my situation has calmed down a little bit now. Yes, we have. We are the Goblin Archers. Well, so we're not all Goblin Archers. We are the Orcs of the Misty Mountains, and heavy Goblin Archers actually. You know, yes. Then Goblin Infantry here, giving them an armor upgrade. Their little spiked helmets, very nice to see. Black Orcs of the Mountains. More Black Orcs of the Mountains. Pushing the ram here with some more Goblin Infantry, Halberdiers, White Orc Fearmongers, Spears, and Snagas, Skirmishers there. Goblin Infantry, heavy Goblin Infantry that is. Goblin King Bodyguard, of course. Black Mountain Berserkers, double Cave Troll, and Troll Drummers even. And then two Mountain Orc Berserkers at the back. Nice locked morale, pretty sturdy boys, but, well, they will die very quick to arrow fire, as most Berserkers do. Now, our adversaries today are, Lothlorien, and, I feel it's another elf. Is it Mirkwood? I think so. I think I remember the Palace Guard being present. So no, I think we've got double Wood Elves defending Helms Deep today, which is nice. It's good to get a little 3v. Yeah, that's what's kind of blowing my mind. It's a 3v2, but we managed to stretch it out to 57,000 frames, which is pretty insane. Hopefully they don't take too long to deploy. I don't really like to do cuts, you know. I prefer to just ramble on for a while, and yeah, so I think that's probably what I'm going to try to do. There will, of course, as always, be a little clicky button in the description to skip all the way to the end of the deployment phase, the start of the battle properly, or the battle proper. I don't think we've got an artillery piece, do we? Yes, we do. We've got a catapult. good for just breaking open some holes in this wall, the deeping wall. And it's kind of tough to use artillery against the defenders in Helms Deep. You know, you really are just kind of taking it to give yourself a few more entrance points. You do have siege towers, of course, and ladders to jump in wherever you may want to, but it still is a bit tricky and much safer usually just to bash open the wall. Jeepers sake, boys, come on. 5,000 frames. So it shouldn't take this long. I'm sure it won't be too much longer anyway. Oh yeah, they suffered 4% casualties in this initial. So of course, you'll know, Helm's Deep right now is a little bit buggy. I've never actually looked at these bad boys. It's kind of funky. Cool. Yeah, they suffered 4% casualties, which that's pretty messy in this little opening scrum, because for the first like few seconds, there's so many units deployed. Oh, there we go. In that initial area that you can end up getting a lot of corpses. Yeah, you can see here a lot of armor upgraded heroic. Even some assassins here have died, and some Lothlorien troops too. But yeah, so, oh yeah, gosh, it stretches over there as well. So, some Sword Masters, and yeah, Galathar Blade Masters even. So, a bit of a shame. But either way, Torbjorn here, he's got his armor upgraded here, Yek. Greenwood Watchers, and he's allied to Simar. I'm just going to say Simar, sorry. Lorenand Warriors there, and yes, Greenwood Watchers. Hiri Lang there with a nice armor upgrade, bit more stubborn. Greenwood Watchers there, and the Galathar Blade Masters. Then Lorenand Spears, zooming on further up. Spears, Sword Masters. Inside the main keep are some Sword Masters. Elven King Palace Guard, I thought I remembered them. Armor upgraded too. Oh, jeepers, we got shots being fired by Torbjorn. Hold fire, especially the bloomin' Wardens of Amalnek. Where'd that? That's a long ass range for whatever he's firing at. Oh well. Then the Woodland Realm Woodland Protectors. Lorenand. Sword Masters. Oh, on the wall, Woodland Realm Patrol. Further on the wall, more Woodland Realm Patrol, and some Elders of the Elven King without a general in the unit. Over here, March Wardens of the Wood opening up from Simar. Lorenand Axeman, Catapult there from Torbjorn. Swordmaster. Woodland Protector, Archer Line, Lorenand Archer Line, Hiri Peng Line, and Hiri Oth Line. Further on the wall, March Wardens and more March Wardens. So we'll jump on in then. I think that's everything. So we do outnumber them massively. Absolutely massively. Considering we've got 2 Misty Mountains. And then Angmar can take quite a lot of boys too. He's not actually gone super duper elite. He's gone pretty elite though. But there's no armor upgrades strewn about his army. So he does have quite a few boys. And then, of course, losing 4% of their men already, the defenders are in a pretty nasty spot. Opening up with the catapult as well. Pretty early to be spending all that. And, of course, as well, the March Wardens ploughing shots into my Heavy Goblin Archers and my Goblin Infantry. And now, of course, as you know, I take Archers to a siege to get them killed. They are there to die, so that my main line of infantry don't die. Just testing the fan again. I always try to make sure I give a quick test at the start of a battle, make sure I'm not doing anything silly like recording for 2 hours and then realizing that it's all worthless footage. But either way, the Heavy Goblin Archers are absorbing so much fire here, as are the Goblin Infantry. So it's maybe an excessive use of ammunition right now on the behalf of the March Wardens. But saying that, the Wood Elves today have a lot of ammunition to spare. Goblin Infantry trying to push up these this ladder there. We've almost busted open a hole. 75% destroyed. But lucky for them, this will not carry any casualties. That actually looks really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Never really sort of looked at a wall when it's at that stage of being destroyed. It's like it's totally crumbled, really. Oh, that's it down now. So it's nice that all the bits just vanish for us. Very kind of them, so that we don't have to clamber over them at all. I do like. Do they have that effect in Rome when a wall comes down? You sort of fight over the remains of the wall. I'm not too sure. I should probably play more Rome 2. Did one campaign of Rome 2 with a friend and then just never touched it. RAM is being pushed up. Actually, I bought Rome 2 the day that it came out. I pre-ordered it, and then I wasn't actually able to play it because I started college, and my college was pretty rough, so I wasn't able to play it for about 3 years. But yeah, the Goblin Infantry are pushing up this ram up toward that gate. We do have our ladders in place now, and Derek is clambering on up. Galathran Blade Masters clearing out for us. I got my Cave Troll Drummers just... As always, I'm a bit cheeky with it. I always like to poke my Cave Troll Drummers like, hey, shoot at me, please, come on, waste your ammunition on this. And a lot of players do, but usually not. And yeah, I don't know why. Oh, the rest of my forces are moving down the hill now. I was just a bit slow on the uptake, it seems. I guess I just didn't really want to blob too many boys up on the open fields. So I will be leaving behind all of my siege equipment. We've got enough of it from Derek and these ladders up and the holes in the wall. I'm feeling fine. Now I'm going to be pouring all of my efforts into the main deeping wall, at least in the beginning. You know, that's kind of when I spawn here, I just feel the middle guy kind of splits his army in half. The right guy primarily goes for the gate, and the left guy primarily goes for the deeping wall. But I always think it is better to perhaps not entirely secure, but at least take a portion off the deeping wall before you take the gate. Now, we talked about this, Derek. We discussed it in detail, not to strike this wall. And he stopped. We didn't have a discussion during the battle. You know, I didn't notice, but he's just caused a little bit of just a tiny kink. We can still cross it. The reason that you don't destroy that is so that we can still, once we've taken the deeping wall, we can climb up here and we run all the way up here to this gateway, which it just gives us 3 entrances into the primary keep of, I don't know if this is the primary keep, or, but I would say that this is the keep, yeah, of Helms Deep, and we will be able to access it from there now too, which, thank goodness. But it's still a bit of an unpleasantness, because it sort of makes all of this area where my cursor is inaccessible, because everybody's a bit too scared, a bit too, they don't want to touch the wall as it's sort of coming down, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, but nothing too bad. Shots coming into something. Here repaying maybe? No. Here repaying, even with the I think even with the armor upgrade, their armor's like 8. So it's not fantastic, really. And maybe I've taken too many crossbows. Well, that's Lothlorien. No, I made this mistake before. I attacked Lothlorien and I didn't take any crossbows, and their armor just shrugged off every bloomin', arrow I fired at them. So no, it's always worthwhile to bring a few crossbows. I'm fighting the urge to sneeze. I hope I'm not going to do it. Because if I sneeze, I've got to edit it out, and then I've got to remember that I've sneezed, so I've got to remember to edit it out. But yeah, so it's a bit of a frustration. Anyway, my archers here are down to about 30, which is a shame, but they will... Oh, it was my shots that were coming up and over that we spotted earlier. Am I just going... Yeah, I'm just going into the Hiri Peng and into the Lornand archers. As I say, their main purpose is just to die to take fire, rather than to really get kills, so any kills they get are just the cherry on top. What are we at now? 2 for 4. They are pulling it back, but of course they're spending a lot of ammunition doing it, and they're killing a lot of our fodder. Shots coming here from Torbjorn into my Goblin Infantry, into my Goblin Spears. Now the issue is, this is kind of... now is that the front, or is that the right side? I think that that's the front. So their shields are still coming into play, which is fine and dandy. Definitely what we want. Goblin infantrymen there. I do like the look of them with that little armor upgrade. It's nice. Yeah, they look pretty cool with it. But I like the look of them without the armor upgrade too, of course. But just packing it on because I had a little bit of money spare, so why not? Turns them from a 50 florin unit to a 100 florin unit just by that 1 level of armor upgrade. Why am I pushing this ram? Did we have a problem? I think we screwed up. Yeah, but we had a little bit of trouble here. Gobbo's just doing their best. It's all you can ask from them, but they're having some difficulties. So I just started to take my ram just in case we needed it. Is this not the wrong way around? Okay, no, it's not. Right. It's a multi-side ram. Either way, good. Starting to bash open that gate now, and I'll leave my ram behind. Ah, nice. Snag a skirmishers in here. What are we going for? The Hirioth? Anything is kind of like, I'm happy enough with it. Just need to make sure I use up all of my ammunition with my snagger. Oh, no, I think I'm even trying to get into the... Oh, no, first volley came into the Hirioth, but I'd really love to get a little bit closer and try and get into those Swordmasters. That'll be a much more worthwhile target. Still getting some little pitter-patter of arrow fire, as the Lornad archers are out now. They have spent most of their ammunition on us. Zooming on over to the gate. As I say, I don't think it's a good idea to... Oh, I love that you just kind of yeet the ram off the side. It's just like, oh, it's a daisies. It's gone. Jeepers sake, these guys. Kind of right. Whenever I see people walking in this area, it always reminds me of Battle for Middle-earth, when you played as Helms Deep and you could get the Shelob, and just, you know, she could just walk like around here, and then she could just climb down and attack the defenders from the inside. That was always fun. She was like the only unit that could actually take that path, but it was good. Oh, get my... Oh, no, these are Derek's Goblin Archers over here. Yeah, firing into the catapult crew, maybe. Spread out like that with a very low accuracy archer is never really going to work out. But it's damage that might benefit us later if we get a better shot. So I did get my skirmishers into a nice spot to actually hurt those swordmasters a bit better, but they scattered back from me, which is a shame. Over here, trying to do the same with these snagga, chase them away a bit. And if nothing else, it gives you a bit of freedom so that when we do come forward, we don't actually have to fight a choke point battle. We kind of push on in, and it's a standard little field battle inside. It's a very tight field battle, which is, of course, beneficial to the elves. But it's decent enough. Trying to get my trolls up. Oh gosh, one poor troll drummer has been absolutely blasted. But this guy's not doing too well either. But they are coming on up, and I'll just place them right about here. I really do love the, you know, quote-unquote, like, realistic blood in Medieval 2. It's of course not super realistic, but it's a lot less in your face than the blood in a lot of the other Total Wars. There used to be a mod for Warhammer 2, which toned down the blood and made it a lot more similar to how the blood works in Medieval. But it's been outdated for a while. It's not been updated, so I'm like, damn it, need that mod back. Just because I'm kind of don't really much care for things just exploding when they get touched by a bullet. Either way, heavy goblin infantry, kind of free and clear to climb up here. You know, they're not holding the walls. Now this is really where we want to get a unit up on the walls, kind of take control of the walls, and then put my crossbowmen up here, put a snagga skirmisher up here, and start raining hell from their own walls. But I need to make it safe, so that's why I'm setting up my heavy goblin infantry first. They can be the brave champions to take the position for us. Goblin infantry here from Derek, just taking a bit of a beating again. Making sure that the skirmishers here behind them are nice and safe. The Hirioth are continuing to take a bit of a javelin volley to the face. That catapult crew moved out of the way from their fire. They were obviously a little bit unnerved by the amount of archers we were devoting to attack them there. March Wardens, I don't know why you're stepping back from the wall, boys. I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of annoying when your boys actually position themselves like right behind there. It's like you can't get a shot there, team. You're kind of just wasting arrows. And not bad though. Most of the units land in some good right side shots into my heavy goblin spears. Of course, really that the big shield really keeps them safe. So if they are denied that, then that's really upsetting. Heavy goblin infantry have managed to make it up here, but I started taking shots and I was like, nope. Getting shot in the back. So of course my little shield there, which again every little helps, is not going to be coming into play when I am getting shot in the back. These Hirioth might be preparing as well to run up at me, and the Hirioth, even though I outnumber them more than 2 to 1, we are no match for the Hirioth. I really do like that they're a cheaper unit now. 350 for the heavy goblin infantry. It makes them so worthwhile again. You know, back in the day, you know, like I never really liked to take the Mountain Uruk Coast because I just aesthetically and kind of just using them, I much preferred the heavy goblin infantry. You know, if I wanted to use these guys, I'd play one of the other. You know, I'd play Isengard if I wanted to use a unit like that. But now, of course, with the much cheaper heavy goblin infantry, it gives you a good choice on what type of mainline infantry you want to use. So that's always nice. I do like choice. And of course it'll be quite upsetting to see them go when we get Dol Guldur added to the army roster. And we no longer have the Mountain Uruk host. Lornan Axemen coming on up. Even worse. Oh yeah, I tried to do this. This was because I tried to meet them and I wanted to like grab them when they were like right here. So I that's why there's this kind of goof going on here. And that's really ended poorly for me, because it means half my unit is down here getting massacred and half my unit is up here getting massacred. Whereas instead of, some units are actually, that's actually maybe gone okay for me, because now they're coming up and they're jumping right in the middle of the force. Now they're wavering, and that is with the troll drummers. And no, it's just with the troll drummers. I do get my king, my general, right there soon. But they were already like wavering, so the troll drummers are very important. If you do play Misty the way that I like to play Misty, sometimes they are important to grab some troll drummers. I always like to not take them just because it frees up a bit of cash, but they are very worth it, I'd say. And I'm very bold with how I use my general. Using the White Orc Fearmongers as well, they provide a morale buff. Good, yes. So the Cave Troll Drummers are taking a bit of a beating from the March Wardens, but I'm kind of happy enough with that. As I say, they're much smaller targets than they look, and in reality, these guys are so bad in melee that I prefer them to get shot rather than, say, the Black Orcs off the mountains. Totally, for sure. So, yeah, as long as I keep one of them alive, as long as I keep the drumming going, I'm happy. You're okay to have a few of them killed. Over here, this is me again. I was like, over here Derek's jumped on, but no, I'm climbing on up. You can see how they kind of are avoiding the cracked area. That's kind of funny. And but yeah, no, it's a little bit more ground taken on these walls, which is just good for our safety. We're not pushing up anywhere on the main walkway there. The barrel wights, of course. Nice and slow, boys. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. They are, they're going to be a while. And it's good that we're not running them. There's no point in running them. They're just going to be exhausted. Like, you don't want them, because the whole thing is they're made to be, like, really tanky. And I think when they get tired, I know that their melee attack goes down, but I think their melee defense goes down as well. So, I know they're tanky because of their armor and their hit points, but still, it's beneficial to have them just be somewhat melee defensive as well. Now, of course, these guys did actually kill quite a few of the Axemen. So maybe my little switcheroo run up and down the stairs plan worked. By the way, the Black Orcs and Mountains have shown up now, and they should do a fair bit better. A lot more aggressive, and better armor on them too. They should be able to, and outnumbering them 3 to 1, we should be able to wipe out these Axemen. That's dandy. And are they out of ammunition? Yes, the enemy are out of ammunition now, or at least here. Woodland Realm Patrol coming on down. Got their blades out though, so that's good for us. Solid in a fight. Yeah, so good. These guys do sort of perfectly show the area of damage, which is quite fun. So we still can move across it, but we can only really move across it in about two lines deep. These are Goblin Band, eh? Goblin Band. I love these boys. More goblins. We've got so many Gobbos today. I love it. Yeah. Really is just a Gobbo strike force. With a few Orcs thrown in the mix as well, of course. Because, Gobbos can only do so much. Speaking of, 3 Orcs. Still got a Goblin banner carrier. I actually do have some Mountain Orc. Actually, no, that's Derek. I don't think I have any Mountain Orc hosts today. I think I decided, no, I was just not. I refuse to take them. Blackback Mountain Berserkers. No, sorry, Mountain Orc Berserkers are up here. And I'm still keeping my crossbowmen and some cave trolls back here. Should probably start moving them on down. There's no reason not to have them positioned like here, just so that if I do see a perfect opportunity for my crossbows, I don't have to wait forever for them to arrive. Oh no, Goblin Band, and actually me too. I was about to call out Derek for. Why are you shaking? Why are you? Nothing is wrong. You're fine. It's like my cat when he's just like screaming at me. They're just shaking for no reason. I don't know, it's like one poison arrow, like they smelt a poison arrow halfway across the map. And so, oh well, they'll be fine. They'll be okay. They are really far away from my cave troll drummers, so maybe I should move my cave troll drummers here. But that might be... I don't know. Either way, we are pushing. By we, I mean Derek. So he's getting stuck in here with... Oh god, oh, wavering, boys. Don't get backstabbed. Yeah, so Derek gets in pretty deep. Shows that, you know, Mountain Orc hosts do definitely have a place in these rosters. You know, we couldn't really trust our heavy goblin infantry to be doing this, going toe-to-toe with the Hiri Peng, or the... Well, yeah, definitely not the Hiri Oth, but, you know, even the Hiri Peng would rip us apart with these armor upgrades. So trying to get my skirmishers in a position, come on, a bit slow with that, Ryan. You could be getting them out of the way. But my Mountain Orc Berserkers are there too, and the Goblin King Bodyguard is there to start sharing the general morale buff, and also I think the Goblin King Bodyguard give morale buff. But either way, I'm blowing off my horde now and again. I'm just trying to keep my boys together. And I think I will move my drummers off to the right-hand side momentarily as well. So now that we're kind of getting into... Whoa. Whoa. Derek. Very good. Very nice little attack there with your halberdiers and your standard goblin infantry. But once again, they are getting massacred by the swordmasters of the Wood Elves. So we need some drumming going on here. I'm actually just pouring more fodder, and I'm gonna, yep, just pour more Gobbos into the fight. And Goblin Band are actually doing really quite well down here by themselves. By really quite well, I mean they're not dead. And that's nice. Maybe I should run off to join them, but I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking. Stop it. I don't know what's causing. Is it just because they're on top of like a damaged wall? Is that damaging their morale? Oh wait, no. No, I thought that was the miasma of like a rotting corpse, but no, that was just the dust kicked up by Derek's running away. They are probably causing a sort of rotting smell, but that's just the standard state of a gobbo. Yeah, so this is really not an attack that's going to be doing anything. We're just holding the attention. This is kind of where the actual attack is coming in from. Sent in my berserkers. Hiri Oth are definitely sort of capable of dealing with them. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed them and gone, because we were up against two Wood Elf armies. Maybe it would have been better for me to grab... I don't know though. What would I have taken instead of the Goblin Berserkers? I guess Mountain Orc Coast. but oh, they're doing all right. As I say, I like to take them in sieges just because they're locked morale. Oh yeah, Derek came in with the fearmongers, and that's a job's a good boss. You can't stand the way the fearmongers and orc fellers from Angmar have arrived too. So this is just overwhelming Torbjorn's position, and we are going to be stomping some elves down. We're at 17 for 19, so it's looking not too bad for us at this early stage, considering how much ammunition has already been spent. Speaking of that ammunition, woodland protectors, letting fly a few javelins, jeebus sake, javelins coming into the orc fellers there. We'll be dropping them without issue. As I say, the Mountain Orc Berserkers, I just like to take them because I should probably grab it now. Ooh, nice. Battle on the walls, maybe? Cheeky battle on the walls, people like that. Ooh, yes. Oh, ladders. Oh, nice. Yes, baby. That looks good. Good. Motorbike outside. Making a bit of a rumble, but it shouldn't really pop up too much. I do have my noise gates set up quite nicely on OBS now. And as I say, it's a lot easier, it's a lot more happy for me to just do it all on OBS. Rather than coming in, I'll talk about it in a moment, rather than doing the audio on Audacity and then mixing them up together. But yeah, coming forward with my halberds and mixing up with so many halberdiers. It's just so many numbers we've got today. I really am excited to just have a look at the ending battle screen and just have a read through the actual, how much we outnumbered them by, because it was massive. Oh, Swordmasters coming in hot, breaking some Snagger archers. Poor boys, backed up by some heavy goblin spears. They ain't gonna last too long. Over here, Angmar marauders jumping on through. At least they're not goblins. Woodland Realm Patrol standing. Woodland Realm Patrol running away too. Actually, sorry. Yeah, Woodland Realm Patrol standing. Woodland Protectors running away. There we go. Different units entirely. Different aims for them all. Moving up, as I say, my halberds kind of just... Yeah, that's actually true. So, of course, Mirkwood has no sort of phalanx. And Lothlorien only has one phalanx, which is the Guardians. Now, of course, they are absolutely incredible, but there's only one of them. They're very expensive. So, you know, our halberds are kind of a godsend for us here. Oh my god, rapid fire coming in from the wall by the looks of things, so that's going to continue to shred our poor gobos there. But we are gaining ground. My trolls, just threw them on in, wanted to break these forces, which we've just done there. Really sort of smash them down so that we can flood on over and stab these guys in the back, because this is really just a meat grinder. Like, it's an absolute massacre, really. Only way to say it. And we're kind of, what are we at? We've got a lot more boys to go. We got a lot more bodies to throw in there, elves. You know, it's just, you think you won? No, sir. And that's everything from me. Done now. Well, I say we've got a lot more bodies. I don't. I'm kind of getting to the end now. But yeah, Black Orcs of the Mountains coming into these Lornan Axemen, trying to smash them on down. I'd like to say that's another unit of Lornan Axemen, but that might be the same Lornan Axemen unit that they've been battling for some time. I couldn't say for certain. Either way, we have broken them here. And continuing on, Derek leading the charge there. Actually, maybe my trolls are leading the charge. But we are thrown in amongst all these swordmasters, smashing them to pieces. I'm actually still chasing. I'm still chasing. Where are you going, cave trolls? Don't fight by yourselves. Oh, just a few smashes to these guys that were running away. But no, cave trolls just tearing some people apart there. When cave trolls come in en masse like this and have a lot of sort of support with them, it can be really messy, because you can just do so much damage so quickly. And yeah, when we're already sort of battling them there, and that's kind of turned it. You know, it was a bit shaky for a while for us, but we've definitely gained our momentum again. And I'm wanting to come in for a quick charge against these Lornan archers, mainly just to sort of give a good charge, which you don't often get in a siege. You know, yeah, that was part of it, and really just sort of see how well that went. I knew it was definitely, as they kind of organise themselves, that will start to go against me. But just giving that quick charge, just keeping those guys away from supporting that position. A few snack of skirmishers just to back them up to out of ammunition. Just 26 guys, just having a laugh. That's all. They're gone now. They're out of here, but they did their best. Heavy goblin spears set up, actually doing pretty well. Nice. Well done, boys. It's gonna be slow going, but they'll grind them down. They will grind them down. Breaking these Lornan spears too. Now that's the kind of upsetting thing. We're breaking them, but they're able to run off without. Oh, these guys run away and now they've run back and they're dead. They're definitely dead. But hey, that's just what happens to some snaggers sometimes. Yeah. So those 12 swordmasters will return to the fight. My fearmongers have emerged. I'm wanting to get these guys moved on forward, hopefully without taking any fire from anybody. Which right now there aren't there are no archers coming out of them. I kind of send my cave trolls in again up against these Lornan archers. Maybe that's a bit of a mistake, actually. Yeah, I think I got a bit too big for my boots, and I got swept up in the momentum, and I've thrown them in here because I think these cave trolls are going to start dying soon. Actually saying that, jeepers, bam, bam, bam. Taking these people to Smash Town. Oh, no more cave trolls. Oh, nice. But yep, fearmongers there, loving that fight too. They're in the money. Do we have a push on the main gate coming? No, patience is key. Patience is key, Derek. And some Angmar forces over here too. Barrow Whites are coming. They're almost here. Look how far they've come. We last saw them, they were like here. That's how far they've gone. Jeepers sake, Barrow Whites. So you know, if Angmar was here, this would be fine. Either way, just it's good that we're showing patience here, because you cannot start blowing your load down the main hallway of the keep, because it'll be a massacre. You need support as you're going through. Derek's Black Orcs of the Mountains having an easy fight against these Woodland Realm Patrol, and yeah, you can see my trolls are actually really starting to die now. They've gone through their hit points, and I sent them in here unsupported. You know, they had a few Mountain Orc Berserkers, but it wasn't really enough. Nah, they're dropping these guys. They will sort of hopefully kill them. Well, not just the two of those, but yeah, I should have maybe had them chill out for a bit. Wait for another proper charge, or maybe have come in here and overwhelmed this singular unit. That could have been good. the Orc Fellers and my Black Berserkers. I was looking for these guys. We are going to be socking these poor elves in the face. We're not fighting. We're not fighting though. We are just doing the shimmy. They're just stepping forward and slowly pushing them back. Whoa. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Orc Feller. this was not your day. Got my cave troll drummers inside. Start to bam, bam, bam away. Ooh, Announcer's loving it. Announcer is chuffed to bits with us. Trolls of Gundabad. I do often, because I always compare the Trolls of Gundabad to like the Oleg High. And, you know, so the Trolls of Gundabad always end up looking like little baby trolls. But no, when you do see them compared to the cave trolls later, it's gonna be quite something. And yeah, cave trolls really are just entry level trolls. I do love them though. They're very good and quite cheap for what you get. Looks like we've got an actual push here. White Orc Fearmongers? Are these them boys? Yeah, have they? That's a full unit of them. Did he get 2 of them? Well, that's pretty cool. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. No, I think it's pretty solid shout there, Derek. But yep, he's coming in, smashing right into the front line of the Huriek. As I say, this initial attack is going to bounce off, but it's just there to trying to wear them down. It's not going to tire them out. Elves really don't do that. It's like, what is sweating? They will just be fine up against that. But if they can just, you know, build up a bit of mass and then get the proper boys in there, then that's what we need. That's what we want. A lot of fire coming in here. Derek's boys taking that on the chin alongside some of my spearmen too. But we're cleaning it up and we're taking this area. And we're pretty happy for it. Pretty happy for it, not gonna lie. All the while, start to push on through. What we got? Heavy Goblin Spears. Oh, dude, they're wavering. They are wavering. Oh, March Warden's running down. Yeah, so Heavy Goblin Spears up here. I threw this force in, but the problem is a lot of them are just getting stuck on that little sort of passageway there. And what I really should have done was grabbed everybody and lined them up here first, and then sent them on in, because this is they're kind of now out from support. And where are those drummers? I'm trying to run the drummers so that the drummers are like here, so that they're close enough to give them a buff, because they're wavering. It's not going to take long before they end up breaking. And right now they are just fighting up against March Wardens. This is it's not a very tough fight for them. Opening up into these poor Angmar halberds. That's an amazing range on the Elves of the Elven King, but it is their thing. But yeah, so that was a very good target against those halberdiers. Just messing them up. Yeah, he needs to pull them all back. And yeah, my Goblin King bodyguard not being targeted. But they do have a shield at the end of the day, but still, I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted to strike. And I've got crossbowmen, Black Orcs the Mountain. I just really wouldn't have thought that they could land that shot, but a height advantage is a very powerful thing in Medieval too. Goblin Spears still standing actually for being, as I say, like kind of disconnected for a while. It's as you can see, there's still a few Goblin Spears. Oh no, that's them broken. That's them broken now. Yeah, you can see. So there's a few Goblin Spearmen down here, like quite a few of them. Oh, even a few of them jumping up there now, trying to get away. And Berserkers, sending them on in, but you can see how sort of disjointed they are, so I really should have formed them up. And I do work that out soon. Got a full unit of Black Mountain Berserkers. Actually, Black Orcs off the mountains. And my White Orc Fearmongers are still pretty healthy. Decent kill count on them, and Derek's halberds there. So we do still have a lot of grinding to do, but we got some good grinding units in the form of all these halberds. Speaking about a grind, this is definitely not a grind. This is an absolute bloodbath. As we send forward, I sent forward my heavy Goblin Spears, trying to do a push, and this is one of the biggest, you know, this is a pretty rough route. White Orc Fearmongers, they're still standing, but without support now. Actually, that's a pretty cool little push. Just getting around. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. But now, got to watch out for them getting stabbed in the back. Actually, some White Orc Fearmongers are here getting stabbed in the back. Damn. We need these guys to stop routing. Look at all that. Look at all that. Yeah, that's a shame. Have you ever seen like 300 Gobbos try to run a race before? It's not good. So I'm sending for my Mountain Orc Berserkers, and this again, I mentioned this. I like to have a locked morale unit. when I attack in sieges. I like to have something that I know they can pull off a shot like that, where like so many boys around them are going to die. They don't care. They're going to fight. So I need to get in there. We need to support these fearmongers because they're doing all right. I know it says that defeat is certain, but when they're formed up like that, they are going to start mincing through people. But they need some mass behind them. They need some support. So I'm jumping on in with my mountain orcs, and trying to avoid throwing knives that are coming at them. But either way, they're in now, and they're just going to try to support, keep those white orcs in the fight for a bit longer. Well, let's see what we got going on. No, I think I've already done it. I think they're up here. As I say, that main gate is, after seeing how bloody that catapult was, we know we're not really going to be able to get in through that main gate. So that's why I have devoted the Blackback Mountain Berserkers. And keep in mind as well, I've not got very much left. So I've just got my Blackback Mountain Berserkers over here. I'm wanting to kill off the Elders of the Elven King. Smash them down, just get rid of that elite unit. And over on this side too, getting backstabbed by a few March Wardens, but my Blackbacks do not care about that. Yeah, you're fine. Just keep hammering me if you want. That catapult, though, is looming over here, but I think he realized that it's just not a great target. So we are still trying to grind away. White Orc Fearmonger is there from me, and backed up by a lot of Derek's forces, just trying to smash into the main line of Lothlorien spears, with Wardens standing by, and Woodland Protectors ready to hammer us with jabs when the time is right. Angmar Marauders, unfortunately, running down the hill there, and ready to be replaced by my Black Orcs in the mountain. And you can see I'm doing this properly. I'm forming them up there now, and I'm sending them up all together as one blob, which is a much more effective way to do it. So you can see my poor Blackbacks are actually dying pretty harshly right now. But the Elders of the Elven King are a very fearsome opponent, and of course they rely a lot on their Elven skill, so just the sheer AP value of the Blackbacks is not going to be enough. We should still win that, because as I say, the Blackbacks are good. Another very fearsome catapult volley, and suddenly the Angmarim are in a rout. But my Berserkers are holding, of course, because that's the main reason that they're here. They're not going to go away. The Snow Trolls have come up from Derek too. See, this is maybe, two Snow Trolls taking a nasty smash there. But the Snow Trolls pushed on through. They're so fast. They're so fast. Just getting stuck in amongst the catapults. There's a lot of troops around the catapults, and I think there's even the Palace Guard. The Palace Guard will dismantle Snow Trolls. They'll dismantle everything that's stuck in melee with them. So that's not going to be too fun. And yet yeah, goddamn, look at that. It's all down just the same line. These catapults have been tearing open. Yeah, it's very, very messy. What are we at? 53 for 53. So we are tied at this time. There's one Snow Troll over here, and the Trolls of Gundabad have launched themselves on in. Up against the Lothlorien spears, not so bad, lower damage and such, and of course suffering that spear malice as well. So very beneficial to us. Trying to back it up with some Mountain Orc Host and Halberdiers. Only half are... So I'm sure I'm down. I'm definitely over half my force is dead. Might have been over half the enemy, like under half the enemy force is gone, or something of that nature. Yeah. Oh damn. So of course this door here also connects to this area. So this was going pretty well, but then suddenly these Lothlorien Swordmasters came in from behind, split my Berserker unit in half, and also split my Mountain Orcs in half. So that suddenly went from pretty damn good to very, very bad, and I need another unit to jump on up there. So I'm trying to grab my bodyguard. They are all I have. My poor bodyguards are my last real unit, so I'm trying to form them up there and get them jumping on up. Cave Troll Drummers are smashing away. They could be a little bit closer, I think. Yeah, I could maybe... You can't really form them up there too easily. But, like, I could just have them hammering, like, battering away right there. That could be fine. Or maybe even on the wall. That could work. But still, the Berserkers are going to be there for a little while. Even though this is not a good fight for them anymore, they're going to try their best. But we need the bodyguard to arrive soon. That was a smash of something. Surely that wasn't our catapult. I think it might have been. I think that I maybe ended up seeing Derek using some rotting meat, which is oh wait, no, he is trying to attack, but it's just not. I don't think it's going to work out too well. So that's them down to half their force remains, which is nice. So my Goblin King bodyguard appear now, and that should blunt this. These are both of my elite units, sort of right in the same area at this time. These Lornan Swordmasters are just getting absolutely sort of pressed up against the side, just like they did to me, and they should get sliced apart then. But the Goblin King bodyguard are not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Elders super duper well. Not unless we do outnumber them. Anyway, the Angmar are back, and with a passion. My Heavy Goblin Spears are there too. They were in shield wall and tried to pierce through. I need to try it again. I'm so close. Just oh, look, there's like 2 guys there. Nasty smash. Very nasty smash. Halberdiers there from Derek running. Another good hit. Yeah, that's a mass rout. That's another mass rout. My spears are broken too. 140 of them getting out of there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is really where we should have just said no more gate. Just stop it. Just don't worry about trying to come through the gate. It's not worth it. But still, that is my general himself. So I'm hoping my general doesn't die. But I really don't have much remaining. All I've got really left are my Snaga and my crossbowmen, who have not really been able to use their ammo. So I do position them here though, and in this area we can actually get some good javelin volleys off. Not too quickly, mind you, but even if it's just going to be 10 guys using their javelins just around the clock, that could be enough. It could just be enough to start slowly tipping the tide in our favour. Because as I say, I've got, that's not my crossbows of course. That's Derek's crossbows again. My Goblin Archers out here, they've still got their bows, there's 19 of them, just prepped and ready to go. And, yep, there, Goblin Crossbows, and that's not my Goblin King bodyguard, that's Derek's. So yeah, I've got very, very few units remaining, and I've got very few units that are not in the fight. So Goblin King bodyguard, as I say, going toe-to-toe with the Elders, not really the fight I'd want them to have, but there was no other real choice. The Berserkers are now over here. Of course, the ones that were facing up against the Elders of the Elven King are all dead. So we're just hoping to pierce around there, get to this gate, and then we can start pouring on down, or get to this gate and maybe strike these Watchers or wherever we really want. But to do that, we need to get through the March Wardens. Maybe I should have done a quick force path, get through there, actually just sort of swallow up that unit entirely. But I didn't. I was a bit too cautious. Guardians of Carn Dûm coming up here now. Now here's the thing, actually. Now that we're here, could we just go back through that gate and come down? Questions. I don't know. Surely, yeah, surely. Why not? Why didn't we do that? Oops. Oh well. That would be a good idea. Oh well. Guardians, Goblin King bodyguard. Yeah, really struggling in this fight. We'll do some good damage to the Elders, and I'm happy enough to make that trade. You know, just if I can lose this unit, but at least like maybe halfway kill the Elders, that's okay. My general is going to be getting stuck in the fight very soon, but I just don't have anything that's really reliant on morale anymore. So apart from, of course, these Snaga are always reliant on morale, but they're going to be just throwing for the rest of the game. So I'm okay to have my general lost. Crossbows trying to find their mark. More of Derek's crossbows here. It's a struggle really when you're trying to shoot into the keep of Helms Deep. It's there's not a great excess of targets for you. Guardians of Carn Dûm already in there now. That morale buff is going to be helpful. My Heavy Goblin Spears are in there too now. We're wavering and exhausted. I think I maybe should have just had them rest for a bit. But look how thin that is. I really need to just push through. Just a shield wall push. Oh, that's me. That's where I was. And I think, yeah, that's me dead. Sliced down by an Elder. But hopefully the Elders of the Elven King shoot... Well, the Goblin King bodyguard... Oh, they're shaken. Do not rout, you silly sausages. And they barely killed any Elders, actually. Damn. Over here, Blackback Mountain Berserkers. Pretty much freed up. Yep. These are my Black Orcs of the Mountains. So they were up there. They pushed on down through this door. And just launched themselves into the middle. Of course, the Elven King Palace Guard, though, that's not going to be fun to deal with. But yeah, this would be a really, like, if I can come through here, we really should have just gone through here, jumped into the back of that catapult crew. We could have torn them apart. But no. Oops. If I can do that, then I should have done it. But I did not do it. But yeah, still just tearing into these guys. Oh god. Are these my spearmen running away? Yeah, spearmen running away. Number 3, I think. I think that's the 3rd time they've bolted. Snagger Arch moving up, trying to find a good position. Shoot, we've still got the Witchers. No matter what, we still do have the Witchers. The General's in with the Witchers, which is... It's always risky, but the Witchers are all like 3 hit points or something. Maybe even 4. So that does actually make the General very, very tough. You know, he gets more hit points than the unit that he's part of. That's why people love to put him in with like Nazgul and such. By the way, Javelin volleys coming into the Lornand Warriors. Not so bad. Very happy with that target, really. What I'd love to do is get like halfway climbed up here and stop, but that's like you're inside. You're not able to interact with anything. You're just moving. Bunch of out of ammunition snagger. Actually, they might be out of ammo. If they can come over here and set up and start blasting, I think that might be the idea. Lots of Lithuria's archers. Those are. Gardens of Carndom here, backed up by a few of my remaining Goblin King bodyguard. Only 19. We've taken out 1 elder since we last looked. Oh my god, we just got absolutely ravaged by those elders. That was a bit of a mismatch. Maybe I should have had my Goblin King bodyguard just like come in, kill the Lord and Swordmasters, and then push out here and jump down this area. So I got down here with my Blackback Mountain Berserkers, but once I did that, the Greenwood Watchers saw me and they were like, oh my boy, and they did give me a few knives to the face, but still starting to smash through and get a little bit of ground there now. Not too many Wood Elves remaining there. Catapult crew still standing by though, ready to blast us. We're at 66 for 68 though, so we are ahead. All the while, as I say, I'm not getting the whole unit firing, but I've just got quite a few of my little snagger, just constantly, little by little, chopping away with their javelins. Actually, we're getting quite a few of them firing now. Good stuff. And any successful hit is great. And the occasional friendly fire, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm actually sort of smashing these poor Angmar halberds in the back quite a bit. Oh well, as I say, you know, you get what you get. And 49 now. So these Gardens of Carndom are actually not doing too bad. I'd like to think that I've hurt some of the Elders of the Elven King, but I really don't know how much I did. Oh, Goblin King bodyguard here. Actually, I realised that, I guess, and I pulled them out. Just want to chill them out for a minute, but probably jump them down one of the gateways. Just get them supporting the Blackback Mountain Berserkers. And, oh. Alright, okay, no, they moved up to... Oh, hell! They just like, rattled down 3 of my Berserkers there with that charge. That was brutal. They should organise. But yeah, if the Goblin King bodyguard come in to support them now, that should be not too bad. The Woodland Protectors are standing by though, but as long as we're pressed in this kind of messy melee, they shouldn't really be able to get any good shots on us. Oh, Snagga Stalker's bolting again. Too many elves. Too many scary fucking elves. Angmar Halberd's trying to hold out. Here Lang just slicing into them though. Oh, Snagga Archer's actually in position to fire. Don't know what you're wanting to go for though. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. Hey, like Woodland Protectors are kind of there just to take a beating, but I said it before. Like it's tough to find a shot in Helms Deep on the attack. So like when you do find one, you've just got to take it, even if it's maybe not the best. These Swordmasters though would be a lot better, just because they are lacking that shield or lacking any significant shield value. If they do have a shield value, it's a very small one. Snagga Skirmishers now. Still my Snagga. Oh, no. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. No, I think I'm okay. It might catch up to me at some point. It's got to. You know. 34,000. I've been okay for 34,000 frames. So, hopefully we will hold out for the rest of them. Warriors. Yeah, just Can I not get him? No, there's too many boys around him. Too many boys around him. So no, we are just waiting. We are holding fire. And just waiting for our opportunity. Derek just using his crossbowmen there as best he can. He's got 2 units of them. I've only got 1, so I can be a little bit more careful. Just wait for a better opportunity. Whereas they've kind of Derek's just got to make sure they get used. The poor berserkers there are almost done. They're not being have they been supported by the Goblin King bodyguard? They have. This guy here is a Goblin King bodyguard. There's 7 of them left. He's wavering. This banner carrier, yeah, Goblin King bodyguard. Him over there fighting in the walls, trying their best to kill these elven assassins, but just getting torn to pieces. And the Hiriek line is still holding firm. I say, like Rohan, Mirkwood does have these good quality spearmen in the form of the Hiriek that can kind of take the role of a phalanx. You know, they can't outrange things in the same way a phalanx can, but they can put up a very solid defense, as we see here. You know, they really can stand for a very long time and allow the units around them to rack up some damn good kills. What are we doing? Firing up and over? Into these Lornan warriors is fair enough. 69 for 73. We're actually pulling ahead. Once again, more Lornan swordmasters coming in to break up this attack. The Guardians of Karn Doom, they're getting shredded. What's that? Goblin King bodyguard from Derek. Oh, nice. Damn, that's a shame. Sometimes if you do just hit like right there, it'll kill a few guys around it. But they survived fine and dandy today from that. Yeah, as I say, it's just the catapult. When you bring it to Helms Deep, you really are just using it to bust open holes in the wall. After that, it's very tough to use it properly. You know, because this slope stops you from getting it in behind your lines and the way that they're doing to us. And yeah, I say we kind of benefit. Oh no, they've still got 3. I thought they maybe only had 2 catapults left. It makes it a lot more easier to organize with them. I wish you could sort of drop like 2 artillery pieces, you know, instead of just dropping all of them. You just, I just want to drop 2 of them. This was really cool actually. So even now that they've all died, he's just getting a snag of archers just tear into that position, which is great. You know, these close range, like, oh damn, hopefully they were out of ammunition and it wasn't just a case of these 2 very heroic swordmasters that stopped them from firing. Oh, okay, well screw you guys, sorry, bye. We out of here. Cheaters, now they're just coming to flood on in here. Oh my god, the Palace Guard are gonna have a field day. Oh, they broke in. No. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, they're gonna get absolutely just eaten up. Jesus criminy. Ah, damn, that's a shame. Had they not broken, then that could have been quite good. Like suddenly 200 bodies. Of course, they're not going to be doing any damage, but the mass of 200 bodies, tiny little gobble bodies, but 200 bodies just pressing this formation out really could have benefited us for the pikes to just come on in. And that's me. That's all my elites dead. I think I've maybe got a berserker fighting inside there. Could be, don't know. But I think I'm done with my infantry altogether. Yeah, I do tend to, when I'm attacking, I do tend to be like one of the first armies basically off the field. Damn, these snag of skirmishers are dead. They've used up all their ammo, definitely. And I think I tried to like move them up there, but they were like, nope, we're not doing it, we're broken. And now they're kind of just stuck here. Elders of the Elven King coming down, 38 of them still remaining, so he's just going to jump in and start capturing people, just grabbing Snaga by the scruff of their neck and just throwing them in a prison cell. Or just cutting them in half, you know, most likely cutting them in half. But if my Snaga hold the line for a little bit, it does mean that oh, these are my crossbows. It means that my crossbows and Derek's, damn, we're both together. Yeah, we're sort of on top of each other. I'm trying to, I think this is me giving I'm giving some orders to try and move around, but there's just kind of a few too many Gobbos in one place. The Barrow-wights have popped on up, so they are, they're going to try and have a go at something. So this is a 200, there's a lot of Barrow-wights in a unit, like 250 Barrow-wights is no joke. And especially if they've received that melee upgrade, you know, they can do something in a fight, especially up against very sort of tired and worn down units. They can just jump on up and start poking and prodding and slashing with their little blades. So that can be quite effective. What have we got up there? Lornan Swordmasters. Looks like, yeah, they were the guys that sort of just scared off the Snaga archers, but they have stopped now. Elves of the Elven King waiting by. Lornan Warriors. No. Looks like a little bit of a counter push. Sorry. So the Lornan Warriors are coming on down there. Oh, Angmar Halberds look like they want to have a fight on the walls. Pikes on the walls, we've seen it work in the past, but it very rarely works. It's not really something you want to try and go for. We're trying to get a bit of crossbow fire on these guys, but it's not. Yeah, it's working out okay. We are definitely winning that little confrontation. Let's see how these halberds do up here. Yeah, jumping right out in the midst of all this. These guys are just going to be breaking. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. As if you can get on the wall, and yeah, that's not broken there. If you can get on the wall and you can organize, and you can set up properly and get a good just side attack going, then halberds can be quite powerful on walls. But it's just that like wall attacks are usually not as organized as a nice field battle attack. So it's not really something you want to try and do too much. The risk of friendly fire there is a bit too great, so he's probably going to want to hold his fire with that catapult. But if one successful blast hit this force, it would be over. But at the same time, his Hiriek units and his Greenwood Watchers should be good enough. 78 for 79 now. Arrowwight's moving on up. Snag Archer's still there. Ammunition? Yes, ammunition still to spend. Derek's. Oh, gosh. Oh dear. We jumped in a little bit too close. Oh, god damn. Spooky boys. Spooky little gobbles. I like that guy's face, yeah. I like those eyes. It's really. Just absolutely messed up little goblin. Oh, yeah. Oh, general there for Derek. Derek's not got too many guys left, so if he did lose his general, it wouldn't be the end of the world. And he is using his general in a much better fight than I was using my general. As I say, I really should have. I think the Goblin Horde bodyguard can be amazing when he's used to just grind away at, you know, enemy infantrymen, standard infantrymen, standard sword and board or whatever, or spearmen. Is this me? Surely this isn't me. God, whose drummer is that? That's me. Oh dear. Why did I just have my drummer climb up down there? But either way, yeah, we should be seeing a drummer pop up somewhere. Yeah, yeah, I've got nothing more to really rely on those drummers for, so I'm trying to just overwhelm them here with a few little large units. Oh, there he is again. Hello. Why am I not going for that catapult crew? Come on, Ryan. This is a dumb move. I guess there's some Woodland Realm Patrol like waiting to butcher me, but still, bit silly. I should have given it a go. Because I had like, what, 7? I had 7 Cave Troll Drummers, which 7 Cave Troll Drummers lodged right in the middle of a 44-man catapult crew. Hopefully, like, killing a man for like every second hit or something. It's just, oh, I love that. Oh, that death animation is so weird. Oh, that's cool. Because he like blocked it and everything. That was cool. But it's going okay over here, actually. We are overwhelming them. And it'd be nice if we could force them back into that final choke point. We can get our ranged units up here, sort of tear into them, sort of bottle them up in this area where they can maybe be hit a little bit better with just overarching fire. Pikes set up nicely. See, this is kind of where the pikes wanted to be. You know, in a much, instead of in this sort of bowl formation that we had to jump into, in this more just sort of tight, one way in, one way out. Just formed up nicely, just stabbing elves, and it's still not going too great for them, but it's going all right. And as long as their morale holds, they should trade somewhat cost effectively. And as I say, no matter what, we've got those Witchers. And if we can just deal with any threat to the Witchers, oh nice, piercing through there. Derek is slamming on into the Woodland Protectors. He will enjoy that fight certainly. I've still got some drummers. Still got 3 drummers here, trying to mix it up with the March Wardens. Do what we can there. Oh yeah, the Elders came on down, so I think... Was I doing it? No. Where are my guys? Ah, there they are. Yes, the elders came down, so I ran my crossbowmen down here. I've got my archers there, and I'm just going to try and shoot the elders when they're on the wall. Those elders have butchered far too many of my elites to be allowed to escape alive, so that's why I'm running my crossbowmen, trying to set them up to try and volley fire into Torbjorn's elites there. And that should be quite nice. The Barrow-wights are climbing on up. It'll be a slow process, but they'll get here. And that's 250 heavy hit point, boys, just to tear through what's left of the enemy army, or just grind it down. That's all they really can do. But yet still, my crossbows are set up here. This is my crowning achievement of this battle. Just finally able to line my crossbows up to bring the pain onto the elders of the Elven King. But I'm pretty sure as soon as I give him maybe one volley, we heard some catapult fire. Oh, that was, yeah, very good close range shot there from Torbjorn, smashing up some Mountain Orc host, who are making some good work through the woodland protectors. Oh, bit of a mess there, but yeah, this is a bit of sort of just a panic attack. And it's actually working. It is working. Yeah, these very sort of close range hits. Oh, don't break, boys. Oh, that's them done. And they're going to run right into them. Oh, damn it. That's a shame, because they would have torn through those woodland protectors and then stopped the catapult crew as well. But that's then broken now. And every one of them will be captured. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I think I saw us using some rotting meat there, and the problem is we benefit more from our morale than they will. You know, so us throwing rotting meat around, like, it affects everybody that passes through that, you know, and so yeah, we need our morale more than the elves do. You know, we need to push ourselves through some really unpleasant battlefields, so, you know, we just got to get out of here. Well, we can't really be doing that, you know. Can't be poisoning our own men. But yeah, actually those elders made it out quite comfortably. Was it the Swordmasters that I was quite happy with killing? Maybe it was. Oh well, the Swordmasters are coming on down now. And actually, yeah, those elders are coming on back too. So no, it wasn't the first time around, it was the second time around. So I don't feel bad about it. Torbjorn, you should have, you know, you shouldn't have come down again. But yeah, so I do give him some quick volleys. Let's say, oh, I am giving them the order, but they're taking their time to do it. As I say, I definitely don't have any excuse for missing these moments, because I really don't have too many troops on the field. Catapult crew at the end of the day, that's 60 guys. You know, when you start to wonder about, like, how many men effectively could the catapult crew kill in melee, that's when you know that the battle is getting a little bit shaky. Well, we are 84 for 83, so we are down again, but only by 1%. And as I say, the enemy, with the exception of that catapult, the enemy is just about entirely out of ammo. And we certainly are not. We still do have our crossbows, and we still do have a few snaga dotted around the field too. God. A lot of corpse piles. It has been a bit grindy in stages, but we have generally been fighting all over the battlefield. Barrow-wights there kind of stopped in their movements. Only a few of them over the top and a few of them down below. My crossbowmen down here, not really too sure what to think, which is a bit silly of me. What am I trying to do? Just form up there and shoot the elders. I don't know what's going on there. Witchers, though, as you can see, are moving on forward. Nothing to support them, though. We've got these Angmar halberds. They could maybe run over. The pikes are still holding. As I say, those pikes are good. Witcher-on pikes are fantastic, but even without the armor upgrade, they're good. But we just need to avoid getting them blasted by catapult fire. So that was one unit, though, broken. That was the smaller 23-man unit. Now 17. They ain't coming back. 63 of them now. And where are yeah? So that's still a full unit of Witchers, full ammunition. We've got Palace Guard in here. We've got Hiri Lang in here. Assassins, everything. Anything here is a good shot for the Witchers. And we're getting pretty damn close with them too. Let's have a quick look down here. Ooh, it's still 34. What am I doing? Where's my boys? Oh yeah, right, okay. I actually moved out now. I moved out because I wanted to try and just slam some crossbow volleys right down this passageway. Because the Witchers have actually been pushed on into melee. Now the Witchers are not actually too bad in melee. They're fragile to ranged fire. They can die in melee, especially up against things like the Palace Guard, but they'll take a few guys down with them. See, victory is certain there for a moment, so they are dropping some of these enemy elves. So getting a bit of use out of them in melee is not a bad thing, but it is risky when they haven't used any of their ammunition yet. But still, I was feeling pretty good because those Barrow Wights are really healthy. You know, they've not come across anything yet, and they will really tire out these elders. And I would be surprised if the Barrow Wights didn't kill off a few of them. And that is pretty solid for us down here. Again, Derek's got a crossbow unit. Angmar Marauders there, backed up by, well actually Angmar Halberds, backed up by some Guardians of Khazad-dûm, not Khazad-dûm, sorry, I wish we had Guardians of Khazad-dûm, Guardians of Khazad-dûm here, smashing into the Swordmasters, Cabal crew pulling back, looks like it's out of ammunition, which is about damn time. We've got, where are those Witchers? Those Witchers pulled out? I don't see them. They might still be in there. No, the Witchers are still stuck in there, but not a single one has died yet. They're actually, as I say, they're doing alright in that fight. So I move on up, and I get my crossbowmen prepped and ready to start unloading on the enemy. So that when an opening occurs, even if I can sort of give a good, sharp volley to these Palace Guard are lacking a shield. Even with that armor upgrade, you know, you can't use your defensive skill, which they have a lot of defensive skill. They can't, you know, a crossbow bolt doesn't care about your defensive skill. So we are going to be breaking that down without too much trouble. A lot of miasma here, but generally that's affecting the enemy a lot more than it's affecting us. But still, it does scare me whenever it's nearby my orcish forces. Oh, our general has died on this wall. Yes. I don't know who. But still, a general's dead somewhere over there. Elders of the Elven King down here. This is really, we should be shooting at these guys. I know why I did move my crossbows over, but I really should have kept them in there. I'm actually reloading. Not everybody is, but a few people are trying to find a target. I think it was maybe... Oh yeah, the Palace Guard there. I've got an opening to the side of them there, so I don't have to worry about friendly fire. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. Bit close, crossbowman, bit close. But still, the Witchers are 7 of them left now, and they've still not fired any shots. So we really need them to get out of there now. But still, point blank, can't really, you know, goblin accuracy doesn't matter when you're this close. We should be just fine. Oh, we're actually coming up and over. Yeah, I guess I just really wanted to mince the catapult crew. Just punish them for what they've done. But I really should have gone for the Palace Guard here. That was a silly move. I definitely would have seen it. Damn. Oh gosh, this is getting very close, and I'm still trying to fire. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, that was better. That was some good stuff. Yes, good. Oh, fantastic Gobbos. Let the power of the crossbow push through you. With this catapult crew coming on in there now. It really is sort of a wet noodle slapping contest there between a catapult crewman and a heavy goblin crossbowman. But either way, just do what we can, keep them in guard mode, keep firing, and keep bringing down those elves. What's this? Woodland Protectors set up now. I'm surprised I stayed there. Stayed right in their face. Once again, another really good volley. Good stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize that was sort of working out quite well for me. That is the general now dropped off. Okay. So that's the general off the Witch Realm fallen now. Has there been a mistake in the recording? Well, in the I don't remember it happening like this. I don't remember it happening like this at all. Okay. 44,000 frames, or about 45,000 frames. Kicking off again. So I've reached this position with my crossbows. That catapult is staring right down at us. But in all honesty, I'd kind of prefer he shoots me and my crossbowman with that catapult rather than just about anything left on the field. Because I know he shouldn't be able to rattle me through entirely. Ah, it's a very bloody smash though. Drops about almost 30 boys there. Actually, I think about 30. So, very bloody. But hey, it's one capital shot. It's something. But yeah, it was very frightening. But still, crossbowmen are steady. They're holding. Hits the front lines of the pikes there, and this is when no, Witchers are staying in that fight. Yeah, Witchers are actually pushing deeper in this fight, which is a very risky situation for them. But still, take another catapult shot, but we do not suffer too badly for it. Barrow-wights are climbing in up there. No, nothing more here. The Barrow-wights did actually climb up this passageway here and actually engaged in this on this wall fight for a time, but that's been resolved now. Where the Witchers? Did they get pulled out? No, we're not seeing them. So no, I'm still trying to just find targets really, but it's a bit tough just with the situation as it stands. But now that that's broken up, the Witchers are trying to pull out. Still 7 of them, so they need to get out of there. I'm happy enough to sort of be a shield for a little bit, but I would like my crossbowmen to live, so so I'm getting out of there too, actually. I really just want the Witchers to come and follow me. But hopefully I'm not going to run all the way down here. I'm just going to form up a bit in order to shoot at them if they do try to pursue us. The General is still standing there, very bloodied, but he is going to get out. Good little fire blast there. Not many kills, but every little really helps, and especially if it's a palace guard that's dying, that's fantastic. Like I'd be happy enough to send a blast of fire down their way. If I was only really killing like 3 palace guard, I'd be comfortable with that at this stage in the fight. I'd love to say that they retreated from my crossbows, but it was more likely the Witcher fire that had them bolting. So they're going to be falling back. Catapult crew still standing guard there. But everything else is pushing around to what's left of the engagement in the area behind the deeping wall. Our catapult crew getting massacred by the Woodland Protectors and the Lorinand Swordmasters, as the enemy Lorinand, as more Lorinand Swordmasters flood in there to go toe-to-toe with the Barrow-wights, who are holding quite nicely in a more aggressive fashion, sort of getting up in the face of the Elders of the Elven King, who have taken quite a bit of damage so far this fight. So the Barrow-wights might be just the ticket. Derek's got quite a nice position for his crossbows, just sort of nestled up there. Now the issue with this, usually is you've got a lot of wasted crossbows that are just slamming into the, into the side of that. But it looks like because he's got such a small unit, it's going not too bad for him. The Witchers are down here, 4 Witchers. I'm standing here trying to get some shots into the Woodland Protectors, who are exchanging fire with me. But once again, this is kind of a situation where I'm happy enough to take it. As long as my guys are not going to retreat from the fight here, I'm willing to take their javelins. And I'm sending my crossbow fire at them, kind of just to whittle down at the enemy infantry forces. Just, 91 for 88. All they've really got left are a lot of Palace Guard. And our strength is really in our missile units. And of course these Barrow-wights. These Barrow-wights can really sort of soak up so much damage. But we've got a nice juicy unit of Snagga archers here, who still do have some ammo. Some of them have got their blades out, but they should be able to lay some fire down. But even then, hopefully 199 little Snagga boys should be able to get a few kills. Yeah, I love like massed archer fire. When it comes close range, it's always a lot of fun. And nothing else coming in here. We've got some halberds standing there, 116 halberds. These guys are all bolting off that side though. 4 Witchers. Well, I say 4 Witchers. 2 Witchers, the captain and the general of the unit there. And that's all we got. I've got my crossbowman looking for a target, but no, he bolts away first. So he moves his catapult crew and the Greenwood Watchers away. No, the Woodland Protectors are still there. I'm happy enough to remain here for the time being because I'm holding the attention of these Greenwood Watchers and I'm holding the attention of those Woodland Protectors. They can't really go anywhere, or at least both of them can't go anywhere while I'm standing here. Because if they both leave, then that means I can come inside, I can take a position on this wall, I can do whatever I really want to do. But, you know, they need to have something staring me down. And just the more time I can give our men here, the better. The Hurri-Lang have come on out, though, and 36 Hurri-Lang are going to be able to slice through hundreds of Snagga archers without much issue, especially receiving that armor upgrade. Just means that the little hatchet strikes and the little like dagger strikes that the Snagga could offer are just going to do nothing to them, really. Heavy Goblin crossbows up here, though. Ah, damn, the general there. Lornan Swordmasters have the honour of accepting the general into their ranks today. They're just slicing through what's left of the Heavy Goblin crossbows now. Yes, good. Still some Witchers there. Not really moving. They could be going somewhere, but as I say, oh god, like, when you just look, yeah, that was really bloody for me, actually. Because I saw him aiming the catapult, but I was just like, we're fine. He's not going to be able to, he's only going to be able to hit the first few guys. But, oh, it just cut perfectly down me. Even killed this one guy back, all the way back there. These guys were taken out by javelin fire, and maybe he was too, actually. But still, it was pretty messy. This catapult has done very well today. Speaking of catapult doing very well, I think it's moving on over here. Yep, it's coming over here now. Chasing away those Snagga archers. They bolted over there, but they came back from routing. Which is very brave of the little Snagga boys there, taking out their bows again. And now they have the backup of 116 halberdiers. Now, toward the end of the game, a nice juicy unit of phalanx infantry can really work wonders. Our Barrow Wights up here, that's still a beefy unit of Palace Guard, 43 Palace Guard. And Palace Guard are a great unit to cut through Barrow Wights, just because they've got AP, because they're very skilled in defense, and just a general high attack. So I ran my my crossbowmen away, just because I needed to sort of target those elders, I needed to target the Palace Guard. And I'm just hoping that I get sort of a good run on, and it looks like Torbjorn has noticed that I've left now, so he is going to be catching up to us, because of course he's got a much shorter distance to run than I do. But if I'm just hoping I can get here and target the Hurri-Lang, target anything, because I've still got about half a unit of ammunition left on those heavy crossbows. Angmar halberds stomping on forward there. Oh, good. Shot or two into the Hurri-Lang. And up here, yeah, Heavy Goblin crossbows still trying to fire, actually. I'd maybe want to fire, you know, point blank into the Lornan Swordmasters, hopefully take out that general, but I think he's going into the catapult crew. But to be honest, anything here is a worthy target as long as we can guarantee a hit. Let's say those Angmar halberds, now they're sort of formed up, they'll be able to mince through the Hurri-Lang. Here I am, I've emerged now through here, and Greenwood Watchers have popped up. Now, I don't spread out in this case. Like, I do see the catapult, I do see the amount of ranged power that they've got arrayed against us, but I'm kind of wanting to do a defense by offense, I guess. Like, really defend myself just by putting out more damage and putting out damage quickly. So that's that's kind of what I've gone for. If I take time to spread out, then I just think I'm giving them more time to hit me. So we're just unloading on the Woodland Protectors. Surely that catapult does not have much ammunition left. They're pulling this one down. Actually, this one's already been pulled down, already gotten loaded up. And we're right in the sight lines of it, and I'm already wavering. Oh, shaken, back to shaken. The General of Angmar running through my ranks is quite an honour. Blast there, second blast quite nearby, but still, surely he's not got another shot. Oh, there it comes. And that's us broken, and that is us wiped off the field too. It would have been lovely if I could have gotten one more volley. Could spreading out have saved me there? Maybe. I could have maybe run up here and gotten on this wall. Yeah, a good little blast there. But still, he was targeting the Woodland Protectors, and Witchers just don't have that much ammo. For us to win here, we need to be targeting their actual elites. The Elders of the Elven King and their Palace Guard. Just destroying the Woodland Protectors is not enough. You know, we're not worried about those units. We're worried about the real fearsome guys. And but I think he's got a lot of ammunition to use. He's worried about getting shot at. The catapult itself is even targeting him. And so I think he is just wanting to try and get it used up. The General comes down in amongst those Lornan Swordmasters. And again, yeah, a good little fire blast toward the general could have been nice. Very injured general though. Okay, good, not too bad. Backing up the Angmar halberds there with that blast of fire. But once again, the Angmar halberds are winning that engagement. You know, we really need the fire for things that, you know, are really quite menacing to us. 94 for 95, so we are ahead again. Snaga archers grabbing these Lornan swordmasters in melee, trying to mess them up, and that might actually... No, don't think we're out of ammunition yet. The Witchers push on through. Lornan swordmasters getting dropped, and we have a nice little general versus general engagement, which I always enjoy. I think it's really cool when you get those. Sort of good elven Lothlorien general just smashing into the Witch King himself. And these Witchers here though, so they're in guard mode. Oh, cheaper sake. These Witchers are actually targeting the enemy catapult, which I was... yeah, they're sort of burning through a few of their own guys there. I really disagree with that action. You do damage to the enemy catapult, but it's so just ignorable. Like, yeah, what we need to be doing is striking the palace guard. Damn, that was an unfortunate miss. The Snaga broken again. Hopefully they'll be back in the fight at some point. But still, general versus general is continuing. Both generals are really having gone through the wars. And the thing is, the Witcher general is going to be a lot beefier, but it doesn't save him. He's still sliced apart by the Lothlorien general there. Captain's now in his way. Big mace. Surely he can redeem him. Well, he's got to give some orders there. Yeah, a little bit of fire blasting toward the catapult again. Not really the best of ideas, but still. Tearing through these woodland protectors, getting them off the field. The captain was no match. Absolutely nothing. And quick little stab there. Again, bringing these guys down single-handedly. The Lornan Swordmaster General. And is he going to try and get one more blast off? I don't think he's going to have time. Ooh, yeah, it goes into the catapult anyway. If I'd maybe come up here, there's 33 Palace Guard remaining though, that's the issue. And those Palace Guard are just going to keep on chewing through the barrel lights. And I think that is the Witcher failed. Again, he manages to survive the sneaky general. He's off to go and just capture some of the Angmar halberdiers now too. Oh, jeepers. That would be a really shameful way to go. Just sort of brought down by a friendly fire catapult volley. But Snaga archers there, 140 of them, ready to slice into the Lothlorien general. And this guy does it. Quick sort of back hack there with his hatchet, and he takes him out. But still, no. With the fall of the Witchers, that's really our last hope dashed, which is a shame. So we're gonna just have the Barrow-wights doing their very best. Heavy Goblin Crossbow is actually doing some good work, but no, I could have come in here and I could have climbed up and nestled myself here somewhere. I'd be safer from the catapult, or maybe even just stayed out of it. I don't know. I think I really felt I needed to get stuck in, but either way, yeah, it was pretty damn close. You know, we ended up what? Yeah, 97% of them. I think we end up admitting defeat soon because these Barrow-wights will take quite a long time to die. We actually got a few thousand frames, so I'll probably just do my general chat about the battle now. Pretty funky. So of course, anybody that listened to the initial message at this point will be aware that I went through this once before and it did goof up. I have no idea why. It didn't give me any sort of warning. It didn't say you're doing a different version of the game. Never had that happen before. So if I ever put up a video that was not how the battle happened for you, hopefully I'd be able to tell midway through, but just let me know. And yeah, as for well, yeah, we'll jump in at about 50, so well, no, about 40 something thousand frames, so that should be enough. And but oh well, it happens sometimes. Didn't waste too much time though, luckily. Kind of just realized quite early. I did take it all the way to the end, so that was what it was. Barrow-wight's doing alright. Let's see, I think this was within our reach. Wow, they actually take them down to about 20 men. That's crazy. I think this definitely was within our reach. Had I been able to use up all of my crossbow ammunition, had we maybe gotten another good, like one more good fire blast. Because see, these are all the elders of the Elven King back here. That's another 20 elders there. I just think I don't know if we had enough left to deal with all these elites. Snagger running away again. I think they do return. They do actually return. Had we prioritized taking out that catapult earlier, because I think the thing is we prioritized taking the catapult out right at the end there, which is, you know, if you're going to take out an artillery piece, you've got to take it out at the earliest possible time. You know, the longer the battle goes on, the more ammunition it uses, the less important that artillery piece becomes. So you really are much better off. Sorry, my laptop was on like fucking hyperdrive there for a while, and I forgot to turn it off. I was doing it just on hyperdrive to cool it off while I was zooming, but hopefully that didn't come down too loud on the mic. But that will, I guess, that'll put my noise gate to the test to see how well that goes. We're still blasting away with the little barrowheads there, down to 30. And, oh wow, we take down the Elven King Palace Guard down to 6. Sorry, 12. 12 is still really good. And maybe a few elders went down too. So those barrowweights did really quite well. I was shoved to bits with them. And I think maybe a second unit of barrowweights could have been really lovely. I don't think I would have taken anything differently. Oh yeah, so I think one of our big faults, we did have a bit too much ranged. We'll go through my kills. There was one snag a skirmisher unit, and I let them get routed off when they had about half their ammunition left. So had I maybe only gone in with 2 snag a skirmishers, what would I have gotten instead is the thing. Like, even just one more infantry unit could have maybe just to help us barrel through a little bit faster. But like, what is a heavy infantryman going to be doing up against the elves of Lothlorien and Mirkwood? You know, apart from unless they've got a lot of militia, you can't touch those main line. Good, fantastic, clear defeat. But well, it's yeah, you know, we killed heaps of them. What's going on? Anyway, so we've got oh, Derek. Yeah, of course I've got Derek's stuff. Yeah, shame about the fearmongers. Yeah, but we saw what happened to the fearmongers there. They got sort of spread out and just picked apart their snow trolls. Very cool. How cool, snow trolls, of course. Blackguards Mountain 13 is unfortunate, but not too bad. 81 though is lovely up against the elves, halberdiers doing their thing. Just nasty blasts from the catapult. Just real shame. Just getting torn apart by that, like that. And our catapult actually killed 82. Right, he did. He got some decent kills with that, and of course it was mainly there just to blast open the walls. 162 though from that crossbow unit, so that's some good stuff. Then yeah, my Goblin King's Bodyguard racked up some okay kills considering how many were just killed by the elders of the Elven King. Blackback Mountain Berserkers, happy enough with that, 150. Orcs in the Mountain, I love those guys. Really, really nice unit, I feel. Mount Orc Berserkers, 98 is pretty solid. 23 is probably the one I sent flying in through the gate, but he was sent in for his locked morale value, just because he would stay, and we just needed something to apply pressure at the gateway, and hopefully use a bit of catapult fire. Fearmongers there, lovely. Really, really chuffed to bits with how I used them. Halberdiers there, yeah, 54. You know, it is what it is. My 2 units of spears, I tried to just use them for pushing. Maybe I should have been more aggressive with my pushing. 40, wow, over 40 kills for a heavy goblin infantryman up against elves is something I'm very happy with. And standard goblin infantry, 40 kills for them too. That's really good. Yeah, so you can see here my skirmishers. Oh shoot, I only took 2 skirmishers. Oh well, still 130, lovely, really, really nice. 67 for its cost is not horrendous. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Goblin archers actually ended up getting 63, good stuff. And then my crossbows, 93. They could have gotten so many more kills. Cave troll drummers, that was only 1 unit of cave trolls. Holy smokes, I love cave trolls. You get so many of them, and you just bam, 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 smash people apart. Cave troll drummers, we talked about that at the time. I really wish I had just sent them flying into the enemy catapult crew. They could have done so much better than they did there. And maybe even I should have just kept them until the end. Like, maybe that could have been just enough to keep my crossbows in the fight after that volley and after that catapult smash anyway. And then yeah, cave trolls, happy, really, really happy with that. As I say, Derek there breaking down the walls, lovely, and then sort of supporting both sides and just having a very unfortunate time in the in the main gateway. I'm just getting a lot of kills because I didn't touch the gateway. You know, I sent for like 1 unit of spears and 1 unit of berserkers, so the catapult did not have my number for any of that, and very, very pleased about that. Then yeah, Angmar, as I say, just a bit unfortunate stuff with the Witchers and such, but all in all, not so bad. And yeah, Barrowwhites did the best they really could toward the end of that as well. Siomar, a very, very new player at the time of this battle. This was a long time ago we played this, and it'll be a very long time before this gets uploaded too. So yeah, Siomar was very new, and I think he did pretty damn well, in all honesty. Got heaps of prisoners too, jeepers sake. A lot of us just breaking and walking into them, that was a shame. But no, yeah, jumped to it very nicely. And Torbjorn, a bit more experience, not actually, still he was pretty new at this time, I think. But he did very well. Of course, very, very good catapult play. I think it was the catapult play that ruined us, in all honesty. But one thing that I just really adore is, you know, like, one of us is basically their entire, like, both of them added together is one of our armies. You know, that just goes to show, I was really wanting this, just to show how much we actually outnumbered them. It was, and this is trolls as well added in on that, and witchers and stuff too. You know, like, we really just had so many goblins just to try and overwhelm them, and it was very impressive that they were able to hold us back, especially considering sort of the momentum we had early on. But yeah, no, awesome fight. This is basically the second time I've recorded this, so I'll probably dab out. But thanks guys a bunch, and see you later. No, nothing more I need to say.